Well, this year's nominations were heavily geared towards food production. That's hardly surprising given the global rise in food prices. 2 were about honey, coming against a background of disturbing stories about the vanishing world bee population. Let's take a look.
This is Gilgit. It was once a thriving trading centre on the ancient Silk Route. Today it's not on any main route, and tourism has slumped with the country's political instability. Getting products out of here adds to costs. As a result, most of what is produced here is eaten here. That's called subsistence farming, and subsistence means poverty, especially for the women whose status is many notches below the men in this conservative society. Enter the Hashoo Foundation, a non-profit organisation set up by the Hashwani family. Chair Sarah Hashwani wants to see some changes in these remote communities. To make this happen, the foundation began giving training in beekeeping. Crucially, the Hashoo Foundation was also able to link these remote honey producers to lucrative markets in Pakistan's 5-star hotels.
We're not interested in just helping them earn more money, but we want to see that their children are better educated, that their children have access to health care, that they have better sanitation in the house, they have access to better nutrition. It's been close to a year that we started the project. We've seen a tremendous difference in the lives of families.
Your favourite project this year was Gilgit Honeybee Association, which is generating an income for women and their families in mountainous areas of Pakistan where job opportunities are few and far between. And coming up to collect the award is Sultan Mahmood, Senior Manager of Enterprise Development.
The 2005's devastating earthquake killed 73,000 people. Half of those who died were children. Schools in the region were reduced to rubble, burying children who'd just arrived for the early morning roll call during the holy month of Ramadan. The Hashoo Foundation has established 13 primary schools in vulnerable areas like this in Mansehra district, which was severely affected by the earthquake.
After earthquake, they lost their houses, they lost their animals, everything is they're finished. And Hashoo Foundation wants to provide well and quality education for orphan and very deprived students.
Families are assessed according to their income status. For those considered to be in the poverty bracket, the Hashoo Foundation gives their children free uniforms and books, and their school fees are provided.
This area is very conservative. There is the possibility of militancy and terrorism in the future. But through the spread of education, we hope the youth will bring positive change and that they will stay away from terrorist and militant activities.
The earthquake also killed thousands of men and livestock in an area which is dependent on farming. The women who survived became the breadwinners for their children. 6 years ago, the Hashoo Foundation established a model dairy farm to improve breeding of local cattle and increase milk yield through better livestock management. Women widowed in the earthquake were given a cow to enable them to earn an income through the sale of milk and offspring.
We train them on basic livestock management training, and then we will hand over animals to them. They will keep with them, they will sell their milk, they can sell their offsprings.
The challenge of this earthquake-prone region is the mountainous terrain, where remote villages are under cover of snow in the winter and suffer heavy rains in the summer monsoons. Households rarely have refrigeration and are often miles from their markets. To this end, the model dairy farm has built a refrigeration unit to enable the women to store their milk to prolong its marketability, as well as to produce quality products such as butter, cheese and yogurt.
I have 4 sons, 5 daughters and 2 nieces who are orphaned living in my house. This is my mother, who is over 100 years old. She is very sick. My husband died in the earthquake. Afterwards, a support team from the Hashoo Foundation came to help us, and they selected me to be given a cow. So now I own a cow. She has a calf and she is pregnant again. That is the only source of my livelihood.
There are 2 million Afghan refugees living in Pakistan. Many live in cramped apartments shared with other Afghan families. The remainder live in refugee camps run by the United Nations. Those who fled Afghanistan in fear are unable to return to their homeland. They have no alternative but to remain in Pakistan. So skills training is essential to help them earn a living wage. The Hashoo Foundation has trained almost 400 refugees in a wide variety of skills. But first, they must learn to speak English.
Can you help me, please? Yes, of course. Where's the pet?
Where is the? Right.
The lessons are excellent, and you can see that how we improve here. In 1 month, just with it, my typing was 0, but now it's 32 and 34. So I love this place, and the people are here so friendly. The teachers are so intelligent. I just love it.
Saeed Shah fled to Pakistan from Afghanistan with his wife and 5 children in 1997. He's currently unemployed. His 19-year-old daughter, Parker, has enrolled on the Hashoo Foundation's beauty therapy course with classes in hair cutting, styling, waxing and facials.
Sir, did you like your hairstyle?
Yeah, I like my hair. The biggest problem in Pakistan for women to get a job, beautician is a good business for women because it is safe for women and we can earn money from this. As I open my own salon, and inshallah I will open because I'm working hard and I do my level best to open it, and I really want to support my dad.
The Hashoo Foundation is helping women from every region of Pakistan, irrespective of their ethnic backgrounds, to become earners and providers rather than rely on handouts or resort to begging in the streets. Their mission is not just to train women in appropriate skills, but to help change the conservative mindset of their husbands. Since winning World Challenge in 2008, the Women's Empowerment Through Beekeeping project has spread to other valleys in the northern areas, now renamed Gilgit-Baltistan. To date, more than 600 women have been trained.
Here in the area, literacy rate is very low, and the employment opportunities are very rare. But now, with the help of such projects, the women folk come together with the male in their to work shoulder to shoulder. And I think it's a good omen.
This group of 50 women trainee beekeepers are on the second day of a one-week training course. On completion, they'll be awarded the tools needed to start their business.
Before we were trained, when a bee came towards us, we were scared stiff. Now we feel very comfortable with them. We think of them as our children. We love them.
The 5 men on the course are learning how to support the women in the heavy labouring work involved when hives have to be transported to follow the blossom season as it progresses through the valleys. Beekeeper Hamida Abuzar and her husband have 4 children, one of whom has left the valley to study in the capital city, Islamabad. But the fees are a significant expense for a mountain family like this.
Before my wife started her honey business, I faced a lot of problems to earn enough to pay my son's college fees. Now she's earning money. It has taken the financial strain from me as we both share the expenses of our home and family. Thanks to her business, we are leading a happier and more peaceful life, and we have also become much closer to one another.
Given the scale of economic and social deprivation that the organisation is working against, a lot more needs to be done. However, with registered offices in the UK, USA and Tajikistan, the Hashoo Foundation is strategically poised to become a truly global development organisation. With its worldwide pool of supporters committed to the cause of reducing poverty through empowering people, the Hashoo Foundation can truly make a difference.